Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode with me, Tainted Redstone. Today I will be showing you practical uses for what I showed you in tutorial number 1. So I came up with this idea of a sugarcane farm, or factory, whatever you want to call it. Pressure plate, tutorial 1, who's paying attention. So I started off with an initial idea which I tested out, and it worked really well. Initially I just had this block, and this block. But then I went into MC Edit and copied over that one and that one once I knew it worked. What it does is it uses redstone, or I'll go through there, I'll go through the other side. It uses redstone from the control room over here to power pistons through here, which knock out the second row of sugar canes, which means that you don't have to keep going back and replanting them, which is a bonus. You can just keep pressing the button every now and again after leaving your stuff running. So it knocks it out and then pushes it into this water, and the water then comes into here, down here. The sign's bugging out again, but it does say collection point on it. So I can go down my ladder. It then comes out here and comes to rest here. You can see the water up there. And I'm in creative mode just to get around quickly and make it quickly. As you can see from testing, I've already made... That was a weird noise. I've already made 24 sugar canes without having to go back and plant them all. And the only thing I have left to do is to channel the water from my right hand block into that main channel which you saw there. So I've got harvest central block and harvest all, which just sends that signal to all of them. Collection point, harvest right block and harvest left block. So you can watch me while I do this. So this is my right block, this waterway axis, which is what I want. Now a little bit of water physics for you. Ooh, these are all 3 blocks high. A little bit of water physics for you. Water, when placed in a bucket from this block, which is where I did it, will then flow for 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 before it then runs out again. You can extend this by either putting another water block here, or I prefer just to do that, and then it will continue for... Ooh, I don't want to do that. Then it will continue from another 8 blocks. Oops. What was that? That was my doorway, never mind. Put it back later. Oh great, forgot I had redstone coming across here. Can I make that lower? Yes I can. So this is one of my redstone tunnels linking up the pistons. I haven't actually tested the new pistons yet, so that'd be interesting to see whether they work or not. I'm going to take out this repeater altogether and put it further down so I can fit everything in. So I have no idea if once I've hooked this up it will work. Yeah, so I think I'm going to fast forward this bit once it's done. So if you just keep watching, you'll see me flow the water through. And what do you know, we've made it all the way. I just need to get out of here and patch up the holes I made whilst confusing myself with my own wiring. Never mind, hopefully it should work. I say hopefully. I have no guarantees. If not, I may have to fast forward me fixing it as well. If I work out to fix it, that is. No, it's raining. Right. Let's go test some redstone. Just to recap, everything I've done to create this was covered in the first tutorial, the basics tutorial. And it's actually very simple. All it is using redstone to push pistons. Alright, I don't want to do them individually. I just want to do all of them, so I'm going to click the harvest all button. There we go. Let's have a look. Let's go here, behind here, and have a look. See if it actually did anything. Yes, both sides have disappeared. You can see the sugarcane. Now, not all the sugarcane, if you do this, will get pushed down, but if you want, you can just go back and pick it up like this. Doesn't do any damage to sugarcane. Or you can just leave it. You get quite a lot of sugarcane, especially if you have more blocks or the same number of blocks. Let's check the central one. Right, that side didn't appear to go. Either that or it's just not gone. I'll go check that side in a minute. And this one didn't go at all. Fantastic. At least one of them worked. So you got a mini demonstration. Let's go down to my collection point. And what do you know? Sugarcane waiting for me. Right. Go creative for a minute. Pick that up. 15 sugarcane from... There we go. So in total, I now have, I think this is 39 sugarcane. Which isn't bad, considering the entire process is iterated once you build it. Right, now for a bit of debugging. Let's click harvest all again. Let's go look at the central one again. Because if not, then I know it's definitely a problem with something over here. Then that comes from the all charge. So in theory that should all work. So why isn't it working? Let's try it again. Harvest all. Bit of lag from Redstone doing its thing. Right, this one should all be trimmed nicely for this one works. Yep. This one, the one on the right worked, but the one on the left didn't. Still doesn't. It's weird, I'll have to follow it around and do the thing. Oh, what about this one? And this one now works, which is good. So we've only got one that doesn't work. So that's good. And why is that deeper there when it shouldn't be? It's very deep. That might be why. As long as it wasn't moving. Right, so we've now just got one that doesn't work. And lots of things in the collection point ready to be picked up. Ready to be picked up. So, which side was it again that didn't work in this one? The left hand. The right hand side from the other side. This one. Did wire this one up, didn't I? There's a repeater there. I am deciding to call this Redstone debugging. It feels a bit like code debugging, just harder and more annoying. It's all wired up correctly. That's coming from the central block. That's coming from the ore. Maybe it's running out of charge. Yeah, I'll go check the pistons are wired up correctly. Can get in. Harvest all. More lag as Redstone does its thing. Let's just check the pistons are wired up. Because I know I'm saying it can mess up pistons sometimes. Oh, looks good. Central block. Can't bother to talk any other way. Yep, that works now. Awesomeness. So I have a fully working sugarcane factory, which is very, 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 very cool. All from very, very, very basic redstone, which I taught you in, it was 11 minutes last time. Let's get down here, and look at all that sugarcane. So how much have I got? Another 24 sugarcane. So that means you can just leave it going, and then just come and push the button, dump it all in the chest. I'm going to show you very, very quickly how I made the basic mechanism for this. I'll patch all that up later. So, set time to day. Right, so what I had was I had a line of blocks like so. Then I had one deep trench here. Then I want some normal pistons, not sticky pistons, facing this way. Like that. Then you want some sugar cane, which looks like this, and you can place that like so. You can't because it needs water first. So depending on which way you want your collection point to be, say I wanted my collection point to be this end, put the water in the end block and it will flow down, like I said, for 8 blocks. Like that. If you dig down, it will then fall into the hole if you want it to. And now that's there, I can now place sugarcane on the floor. And I'm going to make it 2 blocks higher, so I can show you how the pistons work. Then, you want 3 blocks coming back out of here. You want to continue that all the way along. I might make this into a separate tutorial bit actually. Yeah, I think I will do. Split it up. Then you want blocks coming along there. Then you want to alternate where the redstone is, so that none of it gets confused, like so. Then you want to fill in the repeaters in between, so that the current doesn't get messed up. And then so you can provide power, you just want redstone all along the back coming off like so. Oops. And then, I'm not going to have a button, I'm going to have a lever. Oops. Fine, don't work for me. Lever. Right. That is pretty much the setup that I have there, just with more of it. Longer trenches into a main collection point in there, more redstone setting out. So what the pistons do is the pistons push out this one, like that, which knocks it into here and goes to your collection point. And it also means that because this one isn't knocked out, it keeps growing. Otherwise, because my initial designs, when I first came up with the idea, even though it's been done before, when I first came up with the idea, I had the pistons coming out the bottom. But then I had to go back and place all the sugar canes again, which wasn't fun. Now I can just leave it running, then push the button and go do something else again. So show you how it works. Watch the pistons, not the lever. They push out, like so. Not all of them will always go, like I said. The button, it will obviously go back by themselves. And then they will nicely and neatly flow into your collection point. All you have to do is industrialise that into something like this. Now remember, all I did was make this section here. Then I used MCEdit to clone this one, then did all the redstone wiring manually rather than using MCEdit. I don't like it, but it can be useful. So that concludes my practical uses for redstone basics, following up from my first tutorial. Hope this has shown you how you can use redstone for cooler uses and things that actually come in handy without having to use advanced techniques like logic gates, which are in my next tutorial, my official tutorial, not my practical uses section. that's another thing before I go. If you want, you can make the water blocks, because sometimes it pushes them too far. Make the water trench 2 blocks wide. But don't just leave it like that, put another water block like that. So if there is a danger of the pistons pushing the sugar canes over, it will still fall into water no matter what. You'll get the odd one that falls there. So I've shown you how to use pistons with redstone, powered like any other block, how sugarcane's affected by it. I've shown you some very basic water physics as well, and I've shown you my automated sugarcane farm, how I created it, and I've shown you how you can make your own one as well. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you found this helpful. There's more sugarcane coming. Hope that you found this helpful. And you continue to watch my tutorial and series. And maybe even give me a like, comment, or even if you're feeling nice, give me a subscribe. Sugarcane! Thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.